Yeah, we are live.
Okay, let's give it a minute more. আৰু যদি মানুহ join কৰে. প্ৰিয়াংশু আজি মিলিনৰ কি হ'ল? He's not there.
I am here.
Oh, you are there. Okay, good. I didn't see your face, that's why. Okay, I think we'll start. Ambalika ma, you're there?
Yeah,
Punisa,
yeah,
no?
I'm there.
Okay. So good evening, everyone. This is Minakshi, your host for today's webinar, and I, along with my co-host Pooja, will be moderating today's session. So most of you are quite regular for our sessions that we have been hosting. It started since the lockdown, and I think we started the webinar series since the end of April, yeah, mid-April or end of April, and every day we have been discussing, various issues, entrepreneurship, leadership building, art and culture, various topics. And Pooja and me, we have been hosting a session on education every Sunday. And I think education as a sector has been really hard hit by the pandemic, and so it has really opened up a wide range of issues that needs to be discussed. So we have had discussions on the national education policy. We've discussed primary education, different entrepreneurial ventures in the Northeast that are focusing on education per se. We've looked at the digital education, digital learning, or blended forms of learning. And as we were doing this, we have also, in the initial phase, tried to emphasize, or most of our discussions have been rooted at the level of policy and intervention. But we've also realized that it's really important to talk of, real issues. I mean, in terms of what gets implemented and what are the real challenges that we are grappling with at the moment, particularly in a post-COVID scenario. And in doing this, we've realized that, when we talk of inclusive education per se, the whole discussion will be incomplete if we do not specifically emphasize on children with disabilities or children with special needs. So we have a very interesting speaker with us today, and she is Ambalika Senapati, who is a senior staff at the Disability Law Unit Northeast at Shishu Sarathi, with over a decade of experience of having worked for the rights of persons with disabilities. Ambalika Senapati has been vocal on the issue of disability through advocacy and activism, litigation, sensitization programs, and she's also been pushing for policy change for mainstream inclusion of persons with disability in every sector. So I now hand over the session to Ms. Ambalika Senapati, and once our speaker ends her talk, we will open the floor for further discussion. And like I mentioned in the beginning, আমি যিমান পাৰো আমি দুটা ল্যাঙ্গুৱেজতে কথা ক'ব চেষ্টা কৰিম. We'll speak in English as well as in Assamese, and if needed in Hindi. So you can put forward your questions in any language. যিকোনো ল্যাঙ্গুৱেজতে আপোনালোকে যি ল্যাঙ্গুৱেজতে কমফৰ্টেবল হয় আমাৰ তেনেকে আমি কথা পাতিব পাৰো. So over to you, Ambalika ba. Thank you.
Thank you, Minakshi. The first and foremost, I would like to extend my thanks to Anajori team for inviting me to be a part of your platform and to speak on a very interesting area on education today, a subject close to my heart, speaking about education needs of children with disabilities and why inclusive education is so important in today's day. Before going into talking about quality education for children with disabilities, I'd like to quickly go through a little bit on what the main rights of children with disabilities are vis-a-vis education, and what is the main disability law in the country state with regard to education. So children with disability are educational ক্ষেত্ৰত যোনখিনি আমি কথা পাতিম সেইখিনি আৰম্ভ কৰাৰ আগতে চমুকে অকমান বাধাগ্ৰস্ত ব্যক্তিসকলৰ যোনখন আইনৰ আইন আছে 2016 চনৰ তাৰে অধীনত থকা যি অধিকাৰৰ কথা উল্লেখ কৰা আছে আৰু বিশেষকে শিক্ষাৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত যি অধিকাৰৰ কথা কোৱা আছে আজি অকমান সেইখিনিৰ ওপৰত মই চমুকে আগতে আৰম্ভ কৰিব বিচাৰিছো তাৰ পিছত আমি অকমান বিতমকে শিক্ষা আৰু ইনক্লুসিভ এডুকেশনৰ ওপৰত আমি যাম আমাৰ এতিয়া দেশত যোনখন বাধাগ্ৰস্ত ব্যক্তিসকলৰ অধিকাৰ আইন 2016 চনৰ আছে এই আইনখন এখন বহুত ভাল এখন মানৱ অধিকাৰ দাঙি ধৰা এখন আইন it safeguards human rights of people with disabilities and it's a very strong social legislation এই legislation খনৰ গুৰিতে আছে আপোনাৰ যোনখন আন্তঃৰাষ্ট্ৰীয় সনদ আছে আন্তঃৰাষ্ট্ৰীয় সনদ হল ইউনাইটেড নেশনস কনভেনশন অন ৰাইটস অফ পিপল উইথ ডিসেবিলিটিজ এই আন্তঃৰাষ্ট্ৰীয় সনদখন ভাৰত চৰকাৰে 2007 চনত সহি কৰিছিলে আৰু সহি কৰাৰ অৰ্থ এইটোৱে হল যে যেতিয়া আমি আন্তঃৰাষ্ট্ৰীয় সনদখনত সহি কৰিলো সেই সনদৰ অন্তৰ্গত যিমানখিনি অধিকাৰ দিয়া আছিলে সেই গুটেখিনি অধিকাৰ ভাৰত চৰকাৰে মানি ললে যে আমি আমাৰ দেশত এনেকুৱা এখন আইন আনিম যিনখন আইনত আমি আন্তঃৰাষ্ট্ৰীয় সনদত থকা সকলোবোৰ অধিকাৰ আমি দিম আৰু 2007 চনৰ পৰা গৈ প্ৰায় 8-9 বছৰ লাগিলে ফাইনালি 2016ত আমাৰ ভাৰতবৰ্ষৰ যোনখন নতুন ডিসেবিলিটি আইন আহিলে সেইখন আইনত প্ৰায় ভাগে আপোনাৰ আন্তঃৰাষ্ট্ৰীয় সনদত থকা ইউএন কনভেনশনত থকা গুটেখিনি ৰাইটস কভাৰ হৈছে আৰু ইটস এ ভেৰি ব্ৰড হিউম্যান ৰাইটস লেজিসলেশন যত আপোনাৰ এজন ডিসেবল ব্যক্তি বা এজন ডিসেবল শিশুৰ সকলো ধৰণৰ অধিকাৰৰ কথা কোৱা হৈছে প্ৰথমতে হল ৰাইট টু ইনইকুৱালিটি আৰু নন ডিসক্ৰিমিনেশন যোনটো বৈষম্যহীনতা যাতে নাথাকে যাতে বৈষম্য পৰিবেশ তেওঁলোকে নাপায় তাৰ পৰা আৰম্ভ কৰি ৰাইট টু হেল্থ right to education, right to employment, আৰু তাৰ পাছত আপোনাৰ বেলেগ যিমান ধৰণৰ আপোনাৰ সোশিও কালচাৰাল পলিটিক্যাল আদাৰ সিভিল ৰাইটস আছে বা ডিউৰিং ন্যাচাৰাল ডিজাস্টাৰ তেওঁলোকক কেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ প্ৰটেকশন হ'ব লাগে বা তেওঁলোকক যদি গাৰ্জেনশ্বিপৰ সাপোৰ্ট লাগে কেনেকুৱা হ'ব লাগে এই সকলোবোৰ অধিকাৰৰ কথা এই আইনখনত উল্লেখ কৰা আছে এতিয়া পোনপ্ৰথমে আমি চাম যে পাৰ্সনস উইথ ডিসেবিলিটিজ বুলি ক'লে আমি কি বুঝো বা যেতিয়া আমাৰ আজি ডিসকাশনত মেইনলি চিলড্ৰেন উইথ ডিসেবিলিটি কথাটো একে হ'ব সো পাৰ্সন উইথ ডিসেবিলিটি বুলি ক'লে আমি বুজিম যে এনেকুৱা এজন ব্যক্তি যাৰ লং টাৰ্ম কিবা এটা ইম্পেয়াৰমেন্ট আছে আৰু সেই ইম্পেয়াৰমেন্টটো আপোনাৰ ফিজিক্যাল মেন্টাল সেন্সৰি বা ইন্টেলেকচুৱেল হ'ব পাৰে এই ফিজিক্যাল হলে যেনেকে যাৰ হাত ভৰি অসুবিধা আছে মেন্টাল হল যাৰ আপোনাৰ যিকোনো ধৰণৰ মানসিক ৰোগৰ শিকাৰ বা ইন্টেলেকচুৱেল যোনটো আমি বুদ্ধি বৃদ্ধিৰ কথা কওঁ যাৰ বুদ্ধি হেৰি কম অকমান আৰু বা আপোনাৰ সেন্সৰি যোনটো আমি কাণেদি নুশুনো বা চকু দি নেদেখা এটো হল সেন্সৰি ডিসেবিলিটি সো লং টাৰ্ম এনেকুৱা যদি ইম্পেয়াৰমেন্ট থাকাৰ ফলত কোনোবা এজন ব্যক্তিয়ে তেওঁৰ কিবা ইন্টাৰেকচনত তেওঁৰ পৰিবেশত তেওঁৰ ইমিডিয়েট পৰিবেশত তেওঁ যদি কিবা এটা ইন্টাৰেক্ট কৰিব বিচাৰে আৰু বিচাৰিব যাওঁতে তেওঁ যদি কিবা বাধাৰ সন্মুখীন হয় যি বাধাৰ ফলত তেওঁ সমানভাৱে পাৰ্টিসিপেট কৰিব নোৱাৰে আপোনাৰ মোৰ নিচিনা তেতিয়া আমি সেই ব্যক্তিজনক বাধাগ্ৰস্ত ব্যক্তি বুলি কম এক্সাম্পল হিচাপে এতিয়া আমি ব্যাৰিয়াৰ বুলি যে ক'লো যে এজন মানুহৰ লং টাৰ্ম ডিসেবিলিটি আছে তেওঁৰ এটা পৰিবেশত বাধাৰ সন্মুখীন হৈছে এটা বাধা মানে বাধা সদায় আপোনাৰ একে ধৰণৰ নহয় ডিপেন্ডিং অন দ্য ডিসেবিলিটি বাধা আপোনাৰ বেলেগ ধৰণৰ হ'ব পাৰে ফৰ এক্সাম্পল যদি আমি যে কৈ আছো এজন হুইলচেয়াৰ ইউজাৰ তেওঁ এটা বিল্ডিঙত গৈছে অফিসটোত যাব লাগে তেওঁ ফাৰ্স্ট ফ্লোৰত বিল্ডিংটোত লিফট নাই ৰেম্প নাই সো তেওঁৰ কাৰণে বাধা হ'ল যে সেই বিল্ডিংটোত লিফট বা ৰেম্প নাই সিঁড়িখন এটা তেওঁৰ কাৰণে বাধা কিন্তু আজি যদি আমাৰ মাজত কোনোবা পাৰ্টিসিপেন্ট আছে যাৰ হিয়াৰিং ইম্পেয়াৰমেন্ট আছে then I would like to apologize যে মই সাইন ল্যাঙ্গুৱেজ নাজানো গতিকে মই তেওঁক ৰিচ কৰিব পৰা নাই বাই কমিউনিকেটিং ইন স্পিচ সো বাধাটো তেওঁৰ কাৰণে এইটো হ'ব যে মই সাইন ল্যাঙ্গুৱেজত মোৰ কথাখিনি প্ৰকাশ কৰিব পৰা নাই সো ডিপেন্ডিং অন দ্য টাইপ অফ ডিসেবিলিটি বেলেগ বেলেগ ধৰণৰ মানুহৰ কাৰণে বেলেগ বেলেগ ধৰণৰ বাধা হ'ব পাৰে সো দিস ইজ ভেৰি ব্ৰিফলি এবাউট who a person with disability is আৰু আজিৰ যোনখন আমাৰ এই নতুন ৰাইটস অফ পাৰ্সনস উইথ ডিসেবিলিটিজ এক্ট আছে সেই এক্ট খনে কৈছে যে there are 21 types of recognized disability in India very briefly মই এবাৰ কৈ দিওঁ হেকিটা ডিসেবিলিটি কি হয় ফিজিক্যাল ডিসেবিলিটি যোনখিনি আমাৰ শাৰীৰিক ধৰণৰ ডিসেবিলিটি আছে 6 প্ৰকাৰৰ আছে locomotor disability, আপোনাৰ cerebral leprosy cured person, cerebral palsy হ'ব পাৰে, dwarfism যোনটো আমি বাউনতা বুলি কওঁ, বা muscular dystrophy এইটো এটা genetic disorder, বা acid attack victims, এই গোটেইখিনি আপোনাৰ physical disability ভিতৰত পৰে। visual impairment আন্ডাৰত আপোনাৰ blindness বা low vision পৰিব, hearing impairment আন্ডাৰত deaf সম্পূৰ্ণভাৱে নুশুনে, আৰু hard of hearing। আৰু এটা আছে আপোনাৰ স্পিচ এণ্ড লেংগুৱেজ ডিসেবিলিটি। এটা স্পিচ এণ্ড লেংগুৱেজ ডিসেবিলিটি বুলি ক'লে সাধাৰণতে আমি বুজো যে যোন মানুহে কাণেদি দি নুশুনে তেওঁ কথা পাতিব নোৱাৰে, দ্যাটছ আ মোষ্ট কমন আণ্ডাৰষ্টেণ্ডিং। কিন্তু স্পিচ আৰু লেংগুৱেজ ডিসেবিলিটি আপোনাৰ বেলেগ ধৰণৰ ডিসেবিলিটিৰ কাৰণেও হ'ব পাৰে। কাৰোবাৰ চেৰেব্ৰেল পলচি থাকিলেও স্পিচ নাথাকিব পাৰে, অটিজম স্পেক্ট্ৰাম ডিসঅৰ্ডাৰ থাকিলেও সেইটো থাকিলেও নহ'ব পাৰে, বা কাৰোবাৰ যদি আমি যোনটো কওঁ ইণ্টেলেকচুৱেল ডিসেবিলিটি আছে সেইটো কাৰণেও স্পিচৰ তেওঁ ডিসেবিলিটি হ'ব পাৰে। আৰু there are a group of neurological disorders যোনখিনি আপোনাৰ ডিসেবিলিটি আন্ডাৰত লোৱা হৈছে, তাতে আপোনাৰ মাল্টিপল স্ক্লেৰচিছ, পাৰ্কিনসন্স ডিজিজ, আৰু এইবিলাক প্ৰায়ভাগে আপোনাৰ জেনেটিক ডিসঅৰ্ডাৰ হয়। এইবিলাক আপোনাৰ টাইপস অফ ডিসেবিলিটি আন্ডাৰত লোৱা হৈছে। আৰু আছে ব্লাড ডিসঅৰ্ডাৰ, মানে আপোনাৰ ৰক্তজনিত যোনকেইটা বাধাগ্ৰস্ততা আছে, আপোনাৰ হিমোফিলিয়া, থ্যালাসেমিয়া, সিকল সেল ডিজিজ, এই তিনি প্ৰকাৰৰ ব্লাড ডিসঅৰ্ডাৰ আছে। নেক্সট আছে যোনটো আমি বুদ্ধি বৃদ্ধিৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত কওঁ ইণ্টেলেকচুৱেল ডিসেবিলিটি। আমি ভেৰি কমনলি উই নো এণ্ড উই ইউজ দ্য টাৰ্ম মেণ্টেল ৰিটাৰ্ডেশ্যন। আমি চাগে সকলোৱে এই টাৰ্মটো শুনিছো, মেণ্টেল ইলনেছ আৰু মেণ্টেল ৰিটাৰ্ডেশ্যন। কিন্তু আজিৰ দিনত যেতিয়া আমি হিউমেন ৰাইটছৰ কথা পাতিছো, মানৱ অধিকাৰৰ কথা পাতিছো, এজন বাধাগ্ৰস্ত ব্যক্তিৰ তেওঁৰ ৰেসপেক্ট আৰু তেওঁৰ সন্মান, তেওঁৰ ডিগনিটিৰ কথা পাতিছো, তেতিয়া মেণ্টেল ৰিটাৰ্ডেশ্যন শব্দটো এটা ডিৰগেটৰি টাৰ্ম বুলি ধৰা হয়, আৰু এইটো আজিকালি ব্যৱহাৰ নহয়। তাৰে বদলি ব্যৱহাৰ হোৱা টাৰ্মটো হ'ল আপোনাৰ ইণ্টেলেকচুৱেল ডিসেবিলিটি। এতিয়া এইটো হ'ল জেনাৰেলি ইণ্টেলেকচুৱেল ডিসেবিলিটি আমি যোনটো কওঁ। তাৰ ভিতৰতে আপোনাৰ স্পেচিফিক ধৰণৰ ইণ্টেলেকচুৱেল ডিসেবিলিটি বহুত আছে, যেনে আপোনাৰ ডাউন চিনড্ৰম, ওৱান টাইপ অফ ইণ্টেলেকচুৱেল ডিসেবিলিটি, বা আপোনাৰ আৰু দুটা স্পেচিয়েল ধৰণৰ ইণ্টেলেকচুৱেল ডিসেবিলিটি ইয়াতে উল্লেখ কৰা আছে আইনত। এটা হ'ল স্পেচিফিক লাৰ্নিং ডিসেবিলিটি, যোনটো হ'ল আপোনাৰ পঢ়া শুনাত যাৰ লিখা শুনা পঢ়া ৰিডিং এণ্ড ৰাইটিঙত যাৰ অসুবিধা হয়, আৰু অটিজম স্পেক্ট্ৰাম ডিসঅৰ্ডাৰ, এইটো এগেইন এটা কমিউনিকেশ্যন এণ্ড ছ'চিয়েল ডিসঅৰ্ডাৰ। নেক্সট হ'ল আমি যোনটো ক'লো মেণ্টেল ইলনেছ, যোনটো ভেৰি ডিফাৰেণ্ট ফ্ৰম মেণ্টেল ৰিটাৰ্ডেশ্যন বুলি আমি যোনটো কওঁ। কাৰণ মেণ্টেল ৰিটাৰ্ডেশ্যন বা ইণ্টেলেকচুৱেল ডিসেবিলিটি হ'ল য'ত আপোনাৰ এজন ব্যক্তিৰ যেতিয়া বুজন শক্তি কম থাকে, কিন্তু মেণ্টেল ইলনেছ বুলি ক'লে যে হি মে বি হাইলি এডুকেটেড, with a very high IQ, কিন্তু because of some hormonal imbalance, because of some shocking tragic incident in his life, তেওঁৰ এটা শক বা সেটবেক হ'ব পাৰে, যিহৰ কাৰণে তেওঁ এটা মেণ্টেল ৰিটাৰ্ডেশ্যন হ'ব পাৰে। ইয়াতে এটা কথা আমি পইণ্ট আউট কৰিব লাগিব যে one of the most common mental illness, or rather I will say disability in today's world, is depression. According to WHO, World Health Organization, and this was way back in 2015, they came up with a study which said that by 2025, the world will see 60% of its population with some kind of mental illness at some point in their life. Alarming figure, saying that 60% of the world's population will have some kind of mental illness at some point in their life. And so what's it into common type of mental illness? It will apna depression. And very often what happens is, it was a बहुत डांगर concern हो गया surgically, because depression is not given its due acknowledgement. It is not duly recognized in time and supported by the family, or even acknowledged by the person himself or herself. Your follow eta medical intervention nolloy timely, because of which the illness gets it increases, aru bosutu depression to aru severe ho jay, and with time it can become severe mental illness. Lastly ahile apna multiple disability, aru bibhinno dhoroner multiple disability hobo pare, a combination of two or more disabilities, ya upor ullekh kora disability gitar upor. Aru one specific multiple disability mentioned here is deaf blindness, which is a very severe group of disability. And when aji jete ami agbari educational kotha patim, we again need to focus and ask us the question, how inclusive is our education system for not just people with disability, but people with severe disability who are more profound, and that includes the group of deaf blindness. Is our education system really helping? Is it really reaching out to them? That's a question we need to ask ourselves. Now, amongst all of these disabilities, one thing that needs to be kept in mind is this, that বহুকিটা disability আছে যোনকিটা আপোনাৰ visible নহয়, invisible disability, and very often when a disability becomes invisible, our attitude towards the disability is also not the right attitude, in the sense that we may not acknowledge it for the kind of support that it requires, for the kind of accommodation that it needs, and we may just be insensitive to the particular needs of that person. So for example, somebody with speech and language disability, পতকে দেখিলে আপুনি গম নাপায় যে তেওঁৰ কাৰণে এইটো এটা ডিসেবিলিটি, বা somebody with specific learning disability, পতকে এইটো এটা ডিসেবিলিটি যোনটো ভিজিবল নহয়, and very often we forget or we negate to give the support required to that student with disability যাৰ এনে ধৰণৰ disability আছে. Do let me know if I'm going very fast, if otherwise I'll go at this pace. Is it all right, Meenakshi?
Yeah, this is perfect, Ambalika ba.
Okay, thank you. I'll carry on. So another very short figure on disability figures কেনেকুৱা হয় আমাৰ ইণ্ডিয়াত বা ওয়ার্ল্ড ওয়াইড. Again, আপোনাৰ WHO study এটা আছে যোনটোৱে কৈছে যে worldৰ 15% population or some kind of disability আছে, and out of this disabled population, 80% of the disabled people live in developing countries, including countries like India. So basically 1 in 7 person worldwide has a disability. So 82 হৈ গ'ল আপোনাৰ worldwide figure. It has যদি census of figure of course I admit that it is a 10-year-old figure. মই 2011 census quote কৰিছো, but I want to bring it up in the context of the upcoming census. 2011 যোনটো question আছিলে census আপোনাৰ disability ওপৰত, তাতে খুদিছিলে do you have a disability, if yes is it any one of the below. গতিকে 8টা ধৰণৰ disability তাতে দিয়া আছিলে, mental retardation, illness, hearing, visual, physical, এই গোটেইটা ধৰি 8টা আছিলে. So in 2011 the census figure said 26 million people in India have some kind of disability, which is 2.21% of the total Indian population. Itia jetia amar census 2021 hobo, but I've also heard that it may get postponed to 2022, but anyway the next upcoming census itia jintu apna census report question hobo, it will ask about 21 kinds of disability. So atatu hoy, of course in 10 years time we can understand and predict that there will be a substantial increase in disability from 2.21% to a little larger figure. Kintu we also have to keep in mind that 2011 only 8 types of disability include hoisile, aru ebar 21 prakarar disability lokopiyolot include hobo, aru jihar folat ami expect koru je the figure of disability will really increase in the upcoming census. So accordingly, government ji steps lobo lagibo now to ensure that adequate infrastructure, support mechanism and budget is there for education of children with disability. That also has to be largely in consonance with the census figures. So it is very important that we as responsible citizens, we share the right data with the government, because if we do not let the government know that these are the figure of disability, government will not be able to allocate the right budget. So that is there. Next আমি আহিলো যে এই আইনখনৰ মূল কেইটামান অধিকাৰ কি. এই আইনখনে বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ অধিকাৰৰ কথা কৈছে, আপোনাৰ স্বাস্থ্যৰ পৰা আৰম্ভ কৰি নিয়োগৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত আৰু খেলৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত, কালচাৰৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত, of course educational ক্ষেত্ৰত, কিন্তু দুটামান এনে ধৰণৰ অধিকাৰৰ কথা কৈছে যোনটো আপোনাৰ মানে কি বুলি কম গুৰি ধৰোতা, মানে এটা ফাউণ্ডেশ্যন অফ দ্য এক্ট, বিকজ এইকেইটা হ'ল most common and the most basic of all the human rights. এই আইনখনে যিহৰ কথা কৈছে তাৰ ভিতৰতে আহিলে আপোনাৰ right to equality and non-discrimination, যাতে তেওঁলোকে সমান সুবিধা, সমান সুযোগ পায়, সমান অধিকাৰ পায়, সকলো ক্ষেত্ৰতে বাধাগ্ৰস্ত ব্যক্তি বা বাধাগ্ৰস্ত শিশুৱে যাতে সমান অধিকাৰ পায়, আৰু তেওঁলোকৰ লগত যাতে একো বৈষম্য নহয়, তাৰমানে একো যাতে ডিসক্ৰিমিনেশন নহয়, একো যাতে ভেদভাৱ নহয়, তেওঁলোকৰ বাধাগ্ৰস্ততা থকাৰ কাৰণে যাতে একো বৈষম্য নহয়। এইটো হল আপোনাৰ 2016 চনত আহা আইন। তাৰ আগতো আমাৰ যেতিয়াৰ পৰা আপোনাৰ ৰাইট টু এডুকেশ্যন আইনখন আছে, ৰাইট টু এডুকেশ্যন আইন 2009 পৰা আছে, তেতিয়াও আমাক কোৱা গৈছে যে ডিসেবল ল'ৰা ছোৱালী ৰেগুলাৰ স্কুলত পঢ়িব পাৰিব এনেকুৱা নহয় যে অকল স্পেচিয়েল স্কুলতে পঢ়িব লাগিব কিন্তু আমি দেখিছো যে ইন স্পাইট অফ অল দিস লজ অন দ্য গ্ৰাউণ্ড যদি আমি চাবলৈ যাওঁ there are some very common discrimination which is happening day in and day out মই এটা আপোনাক জাষ্ট এক্সাম্পল দিওঁ ইয়াতে যেতিয়া আমি ডিছক্ৰিমিনেশ্যনৰ কথা কওঁ স্পেচিয়েলি ইন এ গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট স্কুল obviously no government school can deny admission to a child with disability যি কোনো গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট স্কুলে ডিনাই হয়তো প্ৰাইভেট স্কুলে ক'ব পাৰে কিন্তু গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট স্কুলে নোৱাৰে প্ৰাইভেট স্কুলতো আপোনাৰ 25% seats marginalized children কাৰণে reserved আছে but if that is over somebody may deny কিন্তু গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট স্কুলে কেতিয়াও ক'ব নোৱাৰে কিন্তু মই আপোনাক এনেকুৱা উদাহৰণ দিছো যোনটো গুৱাহাটী বা গুৱাহাটীৰ ওচৰৰ জাগা এইটো এক্সাম্পল আপোনাৰ সোণাপুৰৰ ওচৰৰ হয় তাতে এটা শিশু আপোনাৰ ক্লাছ 3 পৰা 4 যাব স্কুল চেঞ্জ কৰিছে গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট স্কুলে তেতিয়া তেওঁ এডমিশ্যন দিয়া নাই আৰু স্কুলে ল'ৰাজনৰ দেউতাকক কৈছে যে আমাৰ স্কুলত স্পেচিয়েল এডুকেটৰ নাই ট্ৰেইন টিচাৰ নাই সো আপোনাৰ ল'ৰাক আমি এডমিশ্যন দিব নোৱাৰো এণ্ড দিছ ৱাজ ইন 2018 এই আইনখন অহা 2 বছৰ পিছত আৰু ৰাইট টু এডুকেশ্যন অহা এক্টৰ প্ৰায় 10 বছৰ পিছত still this kind of discrimination is happening on the ground our deotak junjon as an illiterate farmer teo titia bostuto bhabi loise se jodi ekhon schoolot mur lora porhabole special educator na moi to schoolot admission nidu he believes the principal when the principal tells him that apuni belek schoolot loi jaok sishu sarathit apuni porhabo paribo hetu ta special school hoy but when the father comes to us we tell the father apuni keneke regularly Sonapura pa yale apna bacha anibo you have a right to teach your child in a neighborhood school and a school of your choice and it's a government school so this matter ultimately went up to the department stage and to the education minister it was resolved but what I'm just trying to point out is when a parent or a primary stakeholder is not aware of their right very often it gets infringed and violated upon similarly another example this is again from the year 2016 a two example of as a disabled alumni Sishu Sarathi amar student asile he was a wheelchair user he wanted to go for he was really excited je eta ma NIS or National Institute of Open Schooling or 10 pass korile 12 pass korile and he was finally looking forward to go out into the world he was thinking moi eta regular college jam college lora soli jeneke ekale canteen ot bohi kheri kore class koribo jay gutekini you will finally experience the college life so he went to a government college here in Guwahati Guwahati তেওঁ গ'ল আৰু গৈ পেলাই তেওঁ বিচাৰিলে যে তেওঁ এটা সাবজেক্ট লব তেওঁ সেই সাবজেক্টটো তেওঁ চুজ কৰিলে something like political science তেতিয়া আমি কলেজে political science যোনটো ডিপাৰ্টমেন্ট আছে first floor নে second floor ত বহে কিন্তু আপোনাৰ education department to philosophy department to ground floor ত আছে so আপুনি কিয় philosophy নলয় বা education নলয় now here is the right of choice of the student with disability তেওঁ চুজ কৰিব তেওঁ কি পঢ়িব বিচাৰিছে আৰু সেই মতে তেওঁ পঢ়িবলৈ যোনটো সুবিধা হ'ব লাগে এইটো হ'ল তেওঁৰ অধিকাৰ কিন্তু আজিৰ দিনতো এনেকুৱা অধিকাৰৰ পৰা ল'ৰা ছোৱালী বঞ্চিত হৈ আছে and this is happening left right and center in and around us এনেকুৱা নহয় যে বহুত দূৰত গুৱাহাটীৰ পৰা কোনোবাখন গাঁৱত হৈ আছে it's happening sometimes very much in the middle of Guwahati so and this is a continuing kind of an infringement so etu to eta basic right to apna ei ain khone koise yar upori another thing before I go into education now is I would like to just point out je ami jeta disabled byakti ejonok address koru ba ter kotha kom very often ami negative terminology use koru we use terminology like handicapped challenged ba ami use koru je specially abled differently abled এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ terminology খিনি আপোনাৰ আজিৰ দিনত যেটা আমি human rights perspective কথা কৈছো it is wrong terminology negative terminology আৰু এটো আপোনাৰ discourage কৰা হৈছে আজিৰ দিনত the terminology we should be using is a person first language so আমি যদি মানুহজনক address কৰিব বিচাৰিছো we will call him person with disability but specify যদি কৰিব কৈছো disability for a particular reason তেতিয়া আমি ক'ব লাগিব person with hearing impairment person with epilepsy person with autism spectrum disorder person who is a wheelchair user yate ami ketia wheelchair bound person boli nako because when you say wheelchair bound it is like এনেকুৱা শুনে যে আপুনি মানুহজনক এনে ৰছী টছী বান্ধি চকীখনত বান্ধি থৈ দিছে, bound, he is bound. But if you ask a wheelchair user, he is not bound, because তেওঁৰ কাৰণে তেওঁ wheelchair is the thing that gives him mobility, gives him freedom, gives her freedom. So that is not something which binds him to the wheelchair. So the positive language to use is wheelchair user. আমি অসমীয়াত ক'বলৈ হলে very often আমি parents-কে শুনিছো কয় মোৰ ল'ৰাটো অকৰা, বেঙা, বুবা, লেঙেৰা. So these kind of terminologies আমি discontinue কৰিব লাগে, positive terminology use কৰিব লাগে. Next again we'll directly action কবলৈ গলে তো বহুত আছে, but I'll directly come to education now. এটা education বুলি কবলৈ হলে এই আইনখনে দুটা কথা কৈছে, এটা হল to specifically government institutions এ কি দিবই লাগিব, which is just that every child between the age of 6 to 18 years will have a right to free education in a neighborhood school or a special school of his or her choice. So choice to student of dia hoise, parents of dia hoise to decide whether they want to go for a special school or a regular school, which is a neighborhood school, between the age of 6 to 18 years. Our 6 or agor khini to apnar anganbadi logote cover ho gise, juntu ami early childhood education ECC হেইখিনি কম. So এইটো হল কোৱা হৈছে, আৰু এইখন আইনে যোনটো এডুকেশ্যনৰ ৰাইটৰ কথা কৈছে, something is very important and very different about this act from the Right to Education Act. Right to Education এ কৈছে free and compulsory education for children between 6 to 18. Free and compulsory is the stress of that right to education. কিন্তু এইখন এক্টে কৈছে যে free education which is in an appropriate medium. So the word appropriate has a lot of importance and relevance যেতিয়া আমি children with disability educational ক্ষেত্ৰত কথা পাতো, কাৰণ যেতিয়া আমি disabled শিশু এজনৰ শিক্ষাৰ কথা পাতিছো, it just doesn't solve our problem by ensuring যে আমি বাচ্চাজনক admission দিলো, classroomত আহি বহাই দিলো, and the child is getting education, হৈ আছে, education পাই আছে. No, we have to ensure that classroom ahi por pisoto, we have to ensure that the child is getting the education in a medium in which the child can understand, can relate to. So obviously jodi sign language interpretation lage, bacha janok ami sign language interpretation edi porhabo lagibo. So juntu bacha hearing nai, speech nai, etu bacha ami eta classroom general juntu lecture classes hoye ase bohai dile nohobo, but juntu bacha apna braille supplement lage, technological supports lage because of a visual impairment, tao hekhini support dibo lagibo. So education in an appropriate medium is the keyword of this RPWD Act. It lays emphasis on the word je relevant hobo lagibo education system to or with a dias to. So yar pori kwa goise je duty of educational institutions ki hoy, or ekhini duty fulfill korbole ba keneke facilitate koribo inclusive education in a school environment. Government stakeholders or ki responsibility ase. So yate hol firstly admission without discrimination. In no case will a child with disability be discriminated on the basis of disability. Admission deny koribo nware. Next one, je apnar jetia obviously to appropriate medium or kotha aise, je jetia deaf children ba blind children or kotha hai, jetia appropriate language and medium has to be stressed upon. Individualized support. Now yate individualized support or khetrot hol je any two child with disability will never have the same support requirements. Depending on the type of disability, depending upon the extent of disability, dujon disabled bachar, no matter even if the disability is the same, their support requirement may be different. Cerebral palsy ase dujon hikur, dujon ছাত্ৰৰ disability থাকা, দুইজন শিশু 10 বছৰ, দুইজন শিশু লৰা বা দুইজন শিশু ছোৱালী, আৰু দুইজন শিশুৰ cerebral palsy আছে, আমি এই তিনটা ব্যক্তিত লৈ পেলে ক'ব নোৱাৰো যে দুইটা CP হয়, দুইটা 10 বছৰ, দুইটা ছোৱালী, সো একে ধৰণে পঢ়া. No, because of CP their requirement will be different. কাবাৰ speech slower হ'ব পাৰে, কাবাৰ support, physical support লাগিব পাৰে to sit without, you know, মানে support লাগিব পাৰে বহিবলৈ. So any and every kind of support will be required. So individualized support in the education system is very important for children with disability. obviously school college সকলোখিনি যোনখিনি ইনফ্ৰাষ্ট্ৰাকচাৰ আছে সেইখিনি আপোনাৰ barrier free হ'ব লাগিব আজিৰ দিনত আপুনি যদি লাষ্ট 10 বছৰ পাই চাই লয় ডেটাটো সৰ্বশিক্ষা অভিযানে আমাক সদায় কৈ আহিছে যে আসামৰ সৰ্বশিক্ষা অভিযান at least 100% SSA schools in Assam have ramps yes আৰু ভাল ramp আছে কাৰণ সৰ্বশিক্ষা schools সাধাৰণতে সৰু আসাম টাইপ ঘৰ হয় আৰু তাতে সৰু এটা ramp দিলে হৈ যায় কিন্তু কথাটো হৈছে just providing that ramp at the entrance does not ensure 100% enrollment of children with disability. Apuni children with disability janok ghorar pa schoolole adibo keneke. Tate junkhini badhar sonmukhin hikujonor hoy. I will give an example of a child while we were working in Sipajar, Dorong district. Hejon hiku around 12 years asile. Cerebral palsy asile without support bohibo nware aru bohilo mane kapuredi bind hobo lage jate sokit aguai nahe pori na jay so tene ejon high support physical support loga hiku ejonok apuni khuskari schoolot loi jabo nware rasta beya ghorot deuta khotor wheelchair nai দেউতাকে যেতে হিকুজন সৰু আছিলে 7-8 বছৰ আছিলে গামুচা দি নিজৰ ককলত লৰাটোক বান্ধি লয় বান্ধি পিলে তেওঁ সাইকেল চলাই লৰাজনক 1.5 কিলোমিটাৰ দূৰ স্কুলত থৈ আহে কিন্তু আমি যেটা পালো লাহেকে লৰাটো অলপ উখ হল আৰু অকমান ডাঙৰ হল 12 বছৰ মান হল দেউতাকৰ সাইকেলত এনেকে বান্ধি নিয়া অসুবিধা কিন্তু যোনখন সৰ্বশিক্ষা স্কুলত লৰাটোৰ এডমিশন আছিলে সেইখন সৰ্বশিক্ষা স্কুল কিন্তু এক্সেসিবল তাতে ৰেম্প আছে not ensure that the child was getting education. So these are some ground realities. So আমি যেটা কম educational ক্ষেত্ৰত আমাক barrier free পরিবেশ লাগে it just does not mean the school system it means the entire way from home to school ঘৰৰ পৰা স্কুল যাবলে বাট পদুলি ৰাস্তা accessible হ'ব লাগিব আপোনাৰ public transportation accessible হ'ব লাগিব plus আপোনাৰ স্কুলত গৈ স্কুল বিল্ডিং অকল main building accessible hole নহব main building or logot usually apuni jodi small towns and villages of schools of sai apuni dekhibo je toilet to beleg eta building ot thake aru apuna main school building to belege kintu main building ot ramp ase toilet side a cd ase so if a child is sitting in the classroom for 6 hours in a day aru jodi toilet use koribo nware lahe lahe teolokor attendance komi jay admission hoy gol attendance komi jay and as the child moves from class 1 to class 8 apunar lahe lahe retention to komi jay so that is how children with disability do not stay in the education system for long for various issues and architectural inaccessibility and transport inaccessibility is a very large issue ইয়াৰ বাহিৰে এইখিনি কথা এড্ৰেছ কৰিবলৈ একটা কৈছে যে how to facilitate inclusive education ইয়াৰ কাৰণে responsibility দিয়া হৈছে to the state to ensure that schools a survey conduct koribo in every 5 years to identify je eta neighborhood disabled bacha kiman ase ar jodi ase to ensure that those children are enrolled in the school systems the government has to ensure that there are enough books and learning materials and other assistive devices which are free of cost specifically for children from the lower economic background our scholarship diar subidha koribo lagibo plus modification in the curriculum and the examination system modification boli kole apnar again different children with disabilities will require different modifications for example kunbajan hiku jodi likhute hatkhon thorak borok hoy because apnar hoyto cerebral palsy ase ba belek kiba physical disability ase likhute speed to slow hoy taor karone modification hobo in the examination system je for every 1 hour of examination down 20 minutes ke extra time dibo lagibo so for a regular 3 hour exam junto mi 100 marks or 3 hour koru etu karone down 3 hours plus 20 minutes total 4 hours time dibo lagibo to write the exam so this modification can be given to somebody jar upper limb impairment ase upper limb mane hator okhubidha ase ba jar visual impairment ase and this facility can be given even when the student is using a scribe mane jitia anajane tor kane porikha to likhi diye and to give all of these facilities in the classroom and also adapt the curriculums the biggest at the core of the facilitating inclusive education the biggest provision that importance dibo lage is teacher training because unless teachers are trained in the classroom teacher teoloke students of individualized support dibo nwaribo ar junkhini other support lagibo student with disability classroom hekhini teoloke dibo nwaribo That one important point to point out is this, that আমি যেটা ভাবো যে children with disability education or কথা, the first thing that comes to our mind is special educator. The special educator hobo ligbo, trained hobo ligbo. Yes, of course special educators are important, and of course ajir dinot amar demand government school ba other private schools jo ase jiman kini amak special educators lage, there's a huge shortfall, iman special educators nai. But having said that, we have to realize that all special educators trained hole nohobo, because at the end of it jetia eta subject as on child with disability পঢ়িব, hey subject to kintu subject teacher he পঢ়াব. Jodi maths hoy maths teacher, English teacher, geography teacher, অসমীয়া teacher. So what does the special educator do? Special educator provides the added support and assistance to the main teacher, subject teacher, as to how to teach and reach out to this child with disability, depending on the child's needs. Subject to subject teacher porhabo. So it is very important that subject teachers, mainstream regular teachers, are equally trained on how to teach children with disabilities. And this is a very good point included in the NEP. I mean, very soon we'll talk about the NEP. National Education Policy, এইটো এটা বহুত ভাল পইণ্ট, এটা পুৰা কমপ্লিটলি কম্পালসৰিলি সোমাই দিছে how mainstream education mainstream teachers, regular B.Ed, তেওঁলোকে compulsorily papers, they have to sit for papers on how to teach children with disabilities. So this is what education is all about. So now I would like to talk about this education little bit with not much more to cover. Little bit I'll just try to cover it with NEP. NEP বিশেষকৈ যেতিয়া আমি disabled ল'ৰা ছোৱালীৰ কথা কওঁ আৰু তেওঁলোকৰ educational কথা কওঁ, NEP has pointed out certain things, like firstly, most of the things with regard to equitable or inclusive education is of course they're all concentrated on chapter 6 of the NEP. So chapter 6 specifically talks about why it is important Jami will bridge the gap and to issues of access, participation and learning outcomes of children with different kinds of disabilities and other marginalized groups. So obviously beleg dhoroner socio-economic heri apna SCDGs ase, beleg enoka disadvantaged junkhini groups ase, tar bhitor apnar SC ST por arambho kori apnar beleg dhoroner gender issues loi pele marginalized ami kobo paru, boy and girl, socio-cultural identities, geographical areas, socio-economic condition hobo pare, I mean children of migrant laborers and so on and so forth, are disabilities. Gutekhini apnar different groups of disadvantaged group, aru ataikhini bhitor jodi apni sabo jay, access to education is the lowest for children with disability. So this is the group amongst all the SCDGs junto apnar lowest access to education ase. In fact NEP eta data share korise junto UDICE or hoy 2016-17 or jot koise je I'll just to give you a comparable rate, mo duta figure at compare korisu between SC aru CWD. So SCO at a group of SCDG hoy aru CWDO hoy, children with disability. So yate koise je scheduled caste junkhini lora swali ase teoloke primary level of 19.6% education pai ase, juntu figure komi ahi plus 17.3 ho jai at the higher secondary level. So 19.6 or plus 17.3 hole. Compare this with the figure for children with disability. Children with disability, again UDICE 16-17 koise je primary level of thiontor access to education is only 1.1%. Scheduled caste lora swali 19.6% access ase to education, children with disability only 1.1% ase. Our higher secondary level lo jita loi jai a children with disability, the access to education comes down to just a measly 0.25%. So just imagine the amount, the figure of children with disabilities who are out of the education system. They're not even there in the education system. Our junkhini lorasli already education system on ase, that is the 0.25%. Tate again we have to ask ourselves the question on kimandur quality education paise, kimandur successfully qualitative inputs paise. So that's again another ball game altogether. এটা juntu chapter 1 to 3 ase of the NEP, which basically is revolving around ECCE, which basically talks about apna foundational literacy, access, enrollment, attendance, egutekhini issues. Yate specifically acknowledge kora hoise je because SCDGs are far behind the other children, the children who do not fall in this group. So with regard to this group SCDGs, targeted efforts hobo lagibo with regard to ECCE. So that's a very positive point. Sitami targeted efforts obviously children with disability will also have to be given targeted efforts so that they are more and more included, are more qualitative inputs তেওঁলোকে পায়. Another point which is noted down in the NEP is this, that yate koise je women with disability or girls with disability, they cut across all the SCDGs. I would like to point out that it is not just girls who cut across all these SCDGs of geographical terrain, socioeconomic identities, but gender, socioeconomic groups. Even disability cuts across. So somebody could be a child, a person, a girl or a boy from the scheduled caste community, from the say scheduled tribe community, or somebody child who is an orphan or child belonging to a migrant laborer. Kintu they may also be a child with disability. So just look at the multiple layers of marginalization a student may face because of disability also. Gender, yes, definitely. Woman is a cross-cutting thing, junto across all SCDGs ase, but disability sabogole across all SCDGs ase. So this is our food for thought for us, how it is a cutting issue and needs to be addressed. So jetia ami disabled lora choli logot kaam korisilu je okol tetiai ami we will pay importance to the needs of disabled lora choli by NEPA ji koise je disability rokat koribo lage korim not and not focus on it or not do the same things jetia ami scheduled caste area kam kori asu, because we are thinking etu to scheduled caste logot korisu, disability point doesn't apply. No, it does. Even when we are working generally with scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, all other groups, disability is a point we need to keep in mind all the time. Next one, ECC junto point koise NEPA bikhekke emphasize courses with regard to inclusive education junto system of teaching and learning ase, it has to be suitably adapted to meet the learning needs of every child with different type of disability. So emphasis to pura dia hoise junto amar rights of persons with disabilities act koise, RPD act koise je appropriate education hetu yat aru emphasize kori pele koise je suitably adapt to the learning needs of children with different disability. Or junto special educator hoy lahe lahe koise je ame emphasis hobo lage je special educator junso training course ase iman dine apunar beleg dhoroner B.Ed choli asile jeneke B.Ed within bracket ami lekhu visual impairment, B.Ed mental retardation, B.Ed hearing impairment. So basically ami B.Ed korilu in special education and in one specific disability korilu, kintu etia NEPA koise je the emphasis should be B.Ed on cross disability training. So okol eta disability nohoy, cross disability loi B.Ed or specified training hobo lage, which is a very good point. Next apuna koa hoise je obviously jiman kini lora choli ase with disability, jiman dur teloke pare, if their disability what you call is not very profound, they can and they should study in regular school. That is of course a right and they should, but at the end of it we cannot negate that there will always be those group of children who will have profound and severe disabilities, who will require a lot of additional support throughout their life. So for them it is important that we also come up with the special education system. So that has to be continued, that cannot be done away with. Plus NEPA koise je resource centers hobo lage, and these resource centers will address not only the rehabilitation needs of children with profound disability, but it should also address the educational needs of children with disabilities. Plus, it is paying a lot of importance to promoting assistive devices, new technology, language appropriate teaching learning materials so that a child with disability gets the adequate inputs in a appropriate medium. And of course, ako emphasis diya hoise section of children with disabilities should be equally included in an inclusive environment in sports, in arts, and in vocational education. And this is very important because some specific types of disability kotha patu, like say for example intellectual disability, say for example autism learning disorder, ba enuka dhoroner disability jot a student may not be able to go to a high level of academic curriculum because of the intellectual disability, but that student may be very good with his hands, and could be very good in some other art form, in some kind of vocational education. And it is very important that this vocational inputs at the school level is equally focused and stressed upon for a child with, specifically for a child with disability, but of course for other children as well. Next, NEP, our the focus is about specific learning disability. Horbika Apiane already exercises Korea for the last many years. Jo Tanuke Maje assessment camp Bohai Tanuke specific learning disability assess Koribo, identify Koribo, Tanuke endeavors Korisle, Aru Bohuma Tanuke Korisle, into Tarpisot, there was never a very structured and a very detailed plan in place. Jot SSA was giving inclusive inputs. Iman detailed hekini nasile, but NEP is now stressing upon that je keneke specific learning disability thaka lora swali khini identify koribo, keneke teonukok you plan specifically so that appropriate technology di ba flexible curriculum di ba in fact even assessment so everything is adapted to their needs, and this has to be stressed upon not just from the foundational stage but right up to the higher education level. I know this boy because he didn't get a lot of help. He wanted to do MSc in maths, but Loratur apnar specific learning disability asile tar koribole okhubida hol, but he was very good with orally if you ask him the maths and stuff, he could do it. Lekhibole tar okhubida Loratur. So finally he didn't get the required support from the education system in a university in Assam. Lot of finally IIT seat pale, IIT pa koile, IIT Kanpur provided him the support where the boy could sit for his exams, where he verbally spoke about his answers to the teacher. He didn't have to write it down, and he finally got his degree. So this is the support even at higher education level we need for specific learning disability. CBSE has been giving this inputs for the last many years. Itia with the NEP in place, I'm sure that even our state boards will increasingly have structured provisions in place so that ami SLD keneke address kori maru keneke SLD thaka students of support agbarabo parim. That is there. With regard to teacher training, NEP bikhekke koise je teachers have to be trained, jundum already kolu, how to teach children with disability. Kwana is the special educators. It's talking about all mainstream teachers, and it is emphasizing that they specifically also have to be trained on how to include children with specific learning disability. That is there. Plus, teachers have to be sensitized on gender issues and other underrepresented groups so that more and more students from the SCDGs are included in the schooling system. All kinds of scholarships. This will probably take a few years to come into place. All kinds of scholarships and other opportunities for children and students coming from the SCDGs. Hokolopur scholarship opportunities and other facilities should be coordinated through a single agency and a single website, single window opportunity. Information by, there's a larger and a better chance that people will not miss out on information je kot ki scholarship soli ase. Ita kunba jane SC community student jodi kiba scholarship bisare hoyto SC junto apunar heri department ministry ase apunar heri beleke sabo. Student with disability apunar Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment sabo. A regular student will probably get some facility under the education junto ami MHRD boli koisilo junto education department pabo. Itia koise je multiple ministries nohobo. Give them all of these facilities on one platform at one point so that every child is aware of, every student is aware of kiki facilities itia bottoman DSA. And lastly, very major thing, I'm actually schooling system to change a schooling system which has been in operation for many decades now. Change and this schooling system has always told us the class that the first boy thakibo, which will be the teacher's pet, ketaman apunar অলগদ্ধ ল'ৰা ছোৱালী থাকিব, একো নাজানে, একো নুবুজে, ক্লাছত মনত নিদিয়ে। দিছ ইজ আৰ স্কুলিং চিষ্টেম, হয়নে? টিচাৰে সদায় ফাৰ্ষ্ট বয়টোক প্ৰিফাৰ কৰিব, কাৰণ ইমান চিনচিয়াৰ হয় ষ্টুডেণ্টটো। আমাৰ স্কুলিং চিষ্টেমটো এনেকুৱা যে আমাৰ এই ফাৰ্ষ্ট বয় চিষ্টেম, যোনখিনি ক্লাছত মনত নিদিয়ে ষ্টুডেণ্ট, মন নিদিয়ে ষ্টুডেণ্ট, বেয়া হয়। কিন্তু মন কিয় নিদিয়ে? মেবি সেই ষ্টুডেণ্টজনৰ স্পেচিফিক লাৰ্নিং ডিচেবিলিটি আছে, কিন্তু ট্ৰেডিশ্যনেলি আমাৰ এডুকেশ্যন চিষ্টেমে এইখিনি একচেপ্ট কৰা নাছিলে। চ' নাও দ্য NEP is trying to bring in a change in the school culture. It is talking about how all the stakeholders, teachers, principals, administrations, students, peers, parents, everybody has to be sensitized যে বেলেগ বেলেগ ষ্টুডেণ্টছৰ কি requirements. And when we talk about different students from different communities, students from underrepresented groups, and students with different inclinations and ideas and potentials, তেওঁলোকৰ কি needs আছে, so that it's addressed by the schooling system and addressed in a positive way, basically. So that is this. So mainly children with disability provision go in the NEP. Largely it is concentrated in the chapter 6, inclusive equity and equitable and inclusive education. But the NEP says that this has to be read in consonance with chapter 14, which is about equity and inclusion in higher education. Bohu homoy moi aponak junto example dilu, school system up to class 10 bohu kini homoy amar relaxations, accommodations traditionally jodio in place nasile in writing for the last many years. SSA di ase ba beleg board se di ase, CBSE, some state board se di ase, kintu higher education level ot goi pile ekhini support sadharante naikia hoy jay. So NEP is specifically addressing that we are reading this chapter 14, we have to read it with chapter 6, because school or it's one continuity. I mean ECC pra arambho kori entire schooling kori higher education সকলো ক্ষেত্ৰতে এখিনি support আগবঢ়াব লাগিব to children who belong to the SEDGs, including children with disabilities. So ইয়াতে কৈছে যে gender balance in admissions হ'ব লাগিব in all higher education institutions. In fact, যোন সব special education zones আছে তাতে আৰু qualitative আপোনাৰ quality থাকা more and more higher education institutions create কৰিব লাগিব, scholarships দিব লাগিব, technological tools হ'ব লাগিব, admission আৰু curriculum ক্ষেত্ৰত বেছি inclusive হ'ব লাগিব. So these are some of the main provisions of the NEP. So now lastly, I'll just take another 5 minutes to talk about in the COVID time, last few months, how are children with disabilities coping. And this is a very small experience I'm sharing. I'm not sharing about my experiences of how children with disabilities are getting education in mainstream schools, pan India, or across Assam. I'm just giving a very limited example of children studying at Sishu Sarathi, one. And secondly, some of the figures that I'll be giving here are based on a study that our teachers did with some support from partner organizations across the state of Assam. And this study was conducted in July. A study during this COVID time, around 40, and our study included around 200 parents and children. Out of this, almost 49% of the parents had lost their jobs during the COVID time. So this is a kind of a harsh reality of the economic scenario of most of the children with disabilities coming from this kind of a background that is there. Next, for online education ক্ষেত্ৰত বহুখিনি ল'ৰা ছোৱালীৰ the biggest problem was মাক দেউতাকৰ হাতত এন্ড্ৰইড ফোন নাই, আৰু যদি এন্ড্ৰইড ফোন আছেও দেউতাক কামলৈ ওলাই যায়, দেউতাকৰ লগত এন্ড্ৰইড ফোনটো লৈ যাব লগা হয়। So obviously no android phone. কেতিয়াবা যদি ঘৰত এজন disabled শিশু আছে আৰু এজন child with no disability, or child with no disability, say for example goes to DPS and Sarla Birla and so on, তেতিয়া obviously মাকৰ হাতত যোনটো এন্ড্ৰইড ফোন থাকে, that goes for the student coming from the mainstream school. So এটা ফোন আছে মাকে তেওঁক দি দিয়ে যোনজন শিশুৰ disability নাই, for conducting the regular classes, আৰু দেউতাকে ফোনটো লৈ ঘৰৰ পৰা ওলাই যায়, third phone এটা নাই ঘৰত. So these are issues, either completely android phone নাই, আৰু যদি আছে এনেকুৱা limited access আছে. So these are some of the grave concerns that came out, because of which many children have had very limited access to online education during this time. Kintu tar bhitorto junkhini, but then not to talk about all negative things. On the positive thing, I would just like to share how the entire teaching fraternity, amako hikuarti teachers kotha noko belegor kotha ma jodio na janu, I know peripherally, I have the information to say that all teachers of all regular schools and all schools have really undertaken a massive job, and they have done it at such a short time. March or by April, I think by mid-April, all the teachers were, starting to conduct online classes. They were so resilient, but they adapted to the new changes of the time, and they made sure that they were reaching out to students even, during all those hardships and adversity that we are all of us facing at that time. And for the teachers at Sri Society who come from a background where, many of them didn't even know how to use a computer, for them the training started on how to use a computer. They catched up on that, and then they had to be trained on key medium train koribo, WhatsApp call koribo ne Zoom meeting koribo, jodi Zoom meeting kore parents logot keneke koribo, ar jodi Zoom meeting kore all the parents are not available at same time. Kunba magdeta khoto kamole ulai jay moi to noaru ratipa 10 ta bajar class koribo. So they were so accommodating. Now they are reaching out to certain parents jone godhali koribo pare officer pa ahi pare, so they do the class at 6 o'clock. Others who are at home, they do the class morning, 9, 10, 11. So they are doing, so they have been trained on how to use the medium is one thing, plus online class or hikabo ki, what is the content. Or when you come to children with disabilities, specifically children at Sri Society, junkhini usually children with high support needs, they just don't need subject help or academic inputs. They also need self-help class, activities of daily living teoloke keneke koribo. So hekhini upor teolok assistance lage. Kodike teachers have to be trained on keneke class plan koribo, prepare koribo, keneke deliver koribo, and post delivery in the class keneke follow up koribo with the teacher and the parent. And they have got some really amazing inputs, as in like আগতে কি হয় স্কুলত ল'ৰা ছোৱালীখিনি থৈ যায় মাক দেউতাকে আৰু পিছত আহি লৈ যায়, তেওঁলোকৰ একো ইনভলভমেন্ট নাছিলে ইন দা education per se. স্কুলত actually কি শিকিছে সেইদিনাখন most parents didn't have the time also to bother with. কিন্তু এতিয়া যেতিয়া parents are sitting at home, physically বাচ্চাটোক support কৰি আছে যে okay physically বহাই দিব লাগে, সিধাকে positioning কৰাই দিব লাগে, বা ফোনটো ধৰি দিব লাগে, বা in fact even app to handle কৰি দিব লাগে. Parents are physically involved, hands on classot ki hoye ase, and so much of their goals are being achieved in the last few months. So all of these things are positive things. Obviously some issues ase, like as in সকলো parent reasonably accommodate koribole, you can't give different timings. Evening class lolo, even the teachers are limited because they can only give so much time in the evening. Tatke jodi beche diye, even teachers will burn out. So there are some limitations, but on the positive side, a lot has happened even during online education, even in this challenging time. So that is something I really wanted to share. Any questions? I think I am really crossed my time, didn't I?
It's okay, perfectly okay. I mean, thank you so much. That was indeed a very engaging as well as an enriching session. And bahut notun kotha bahut participants karne I think you mentioned, you talked about the act, you talked about ground realities, and also very importantly you touched upon the NEP. And I mean, what I really liked was the intersectionality bit, because disability is not something that can be looked in isolation. Very importantly, you talked, I mean, how disability also intersects with other markers of one's identity, be it your class, your gender, it could be your age, and all of these. So I mean, as I was listening to what you said, I was just reflecting upon the NEP. And because NEP also, very importantly, like you said, it talks of disability. And I mean, what it talks about disability is particularly emphasizing on barrier-free access to education. But, for people who have been working in the area of disability, barrier-free access to education is not something perhaps which is new. Ekebare notun kotha eku koa nai teneke. I mean, although NEP is something which has been hugely glorified,
Yes.
But the thing is that barrier free education বুলি কলে এনেকুৱা একো নতুন তেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ কথা NEP একো কোৱা নাই. At the same time, what I also feel is that, I mean, barrier is not just in terms of the infrastructure in the school. It also comes down to so many other aspects where you have to perhaps also think of, what is the support system the child is getting at home, multiple stakeholders, and what is their understanding of, I mean, I personally have, experienced a lot of parents as well as teachers just using words very callously, like, pogola, bacha, enekwa dhornor. So even if you might have a special educator in your school, but when the child comes back home, or the society or the community that the child is part of, ebur bahut aspects
thake that we really need to critically delve into. So do you think NEP kon iman we have been really, talking about the NEP, deliberating on the NEP, and post NEP amar hosake eta, I mean, it's really good to be optimistic and stuff, but what could be the challenges? And do you think things will really change post the implementation of this policy?
Yes, I think I hold a similar view like you do. To a large extent, we've glorified the NEP, yes, because it is talking about so many good, rosy things. But in reality, actually, I'm almost. But having said that, this is a battle won because this is the first step. Yar agote amar bahut khini points asile junkhini our state as a country, it was not even acknowledged on paper. So NEP is a huge battle won because for the first time, many points have come out, been acknowledged in writing in the paper. Teneke jodi kobo jao, there are so many laws in the country, jod implementation is, not at the desired level. In fact, most of the social legislation, welfare legislation, to a large extent, these welfare legislations are needed or they have come into place because these have been issues. Women are discriminated, domestic violence, people with disabilities are not getting their rights. So, respective social legislations, and these legislations came into place because over decades, we as a community have realized that these are marginalized areas. Now, having said that, implementation is a different ball game. Implementation it's at a snail's pace, I admit. At least something will happen now, and now something. As far as the law is concerned, our Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act, that is a big positive step because it actor format ase. Actor format thaka karone, especially for example, the education law example diyo, because actor ainor ভাষাত আছে বা আইনৰ গড় লৈ এপ্লে আছে, গতিকে আমি ক'ব পাৰো যে এইটো এনফোৰ্সেবল হয় ইন দ্য কোৰ্ট অফ ল। যদি কিবা প্ৰভিজন ইমপ্লিমেন্ট হোৱা নাই এনফোৰ্স কৰিব পাৰে, কিন্তু এনইপি খন ৰাইট নাও ইমপ্লিমেন্টেশ্যন কৰিব হলে আমি কিন্তু কোৰ্টত গৈ ক'ব নোৱাৰো যে এনফোৰ্স this is a piece of document, it's a policy document. So policy document খন এনফোৰ্স কৰিবলৈ হলে respective ministries, whoever are the relevant ministries, the concerned authorities, they have to adopt what you call guidelines in place, notifications, hey gutekhini koribo lagibo. Tar pisote ami sabo parim je NEP khon actually implement hoise na nai, or jodi hwa nai we can drag it to the court, and then we can pull it up before the judiciary. But this is definitely a first positive step. Aru teneke jodi sabo jao, 20 years back India didn't know what was barrier free environment, or rather 30 years back. 1995 at our disability law, for the first time it talked about access to environment, it talked about access to physical environment, that is infrastructure, transportation, and it talked about roads. Kintu in 1995 we didn't have the understanding to include accessibility in information. Kintu jite ami convention kon sign korilu, we realized that accessibility in information is another huge area which is very important. Information accessible be it through braille, sign language, technological supports, audio textbooks, whatever. So we are also learning as we are going along. And from 2007 jita ami UNCRPT sign korilu, 2016 that became a law. So aje jodi kiba documents accessible nahoy, website accessible nahoy, we can actually sue the government and say that request that you get it made accessible, and court has to enforce that. So that is a huge plus point in our hand. And going down the line, NEP will take some time, of course. Kintu NEP kon jitia implementation stage ot ahibo, then hopefully things will start to roll.
Yeah. Thank you, Ambalika ba. Like apuni junkhini kotha koise, I think like it's an exhaustive amount of information, and I hope people are able to get what we are trying to discuss today. At also, I just realized that almost 75% of children with disability are not going to school according to UNESCO. Aru tatu, when I saw it, even though there are schools like National Open School, parents are not sending their children, and specifically girl child are not given so much of importance to jodi lora ba swali thake, they prefer the boy child to have access to those schools. So why do you think this discrimination is so rampant?
I think this is not just with disability. Even disability nathakilo, between a boy and a girl, the boy gets a preference. This is how our gender construct has been. This is how we grew up with. Maybe even when I was in school, if you had asked me, pilot kun hoy, mokom lora pilot hoy, swali nurse hoy. Maybe titya moyo hitu kolothen, because this is how we grew up in our education system. If I ask my daughter or some of her friends, pilot kun hoy, they'll be like, ki kun hoy? Can be anybody. Their answer is not like boy, it's a boy who's a pilot. So lahe lahe, it's taking time. It will take time. But slowly, and of course, NEP আৰু এটা বহুত ডাঙৰ importance দিছে. NEP কৈছে যে girls with disability education ওপৰত আমি importance দিব লাগিব. যদি দিওঁ, তেতিয়া আমাৰ next, the generations to come will be more liberated, will be more empowered. And this is very true. It is very important for the mother of the house, for the main person of the house, to know how to raise the child. Because এতিয়া basically যোনখিনি gender bias, what you have pointed out, ঘৰৰ পৰা হৈ আছে, parents a preference দিয়ে, very often it is the mother who is showing the preference to the boy child and not the girl child. And this is not to do with disability. Disability nathakilo, preference is always in the boy. That is how our society has been. But if you look at it in perspective, bird's eye view kind of, over the decades, lahe lahe change hoye ase. At least in urban areas to a large extent, change hoye ase, understanding too.
Yeah.
Or the outlook rather.
Exactly. So when we talk about now, let's come to classroom. So the disability spectrum, I say it's too huge. In fact, the autism to count, like people, there are people with high functioning autism, good with maths, or like, creative thing, they may not do it. So when we talk about, taking a child with disability to classroom, there needs to be some kind of assessment. I just want to know, like, etyaloket enuka dhoroner kiba assessment, when you take a child, is there any kind of tool or any kind of provided structured guideline how to take a student, or what kind of specific interest or focus should be put on a certain child? So is there anything available, so that when a children is taken for admission, how do the school know what kind of disability that person might have, and how to specifically give interest important to that person, or how to impart the kind of knowledge or education that child must be needing? So is there any kind of guidelines or tool for assessment in schools when they take children with disability?
Ekku enuka blanket assessment tools nai etyaloi. But obviously, when it comes to intellectual disability, schools may conduct clinical psychological test. Both kisman prescribed test thake junso clinical psychologist koribo pare to understand the IQ level of the child. Hetu karone test ase to understand the IQ level. Kintu generally a kind of test which is tailored to understand je kenuka dhoroner academic inputs dibo lagibo ei child jonok. I don't think that kind of tests are being used here in India now. At least generally for all schools. Kumba jodi some very good high-end private schools are doing that, then that's out of my knowledge. But generally for regular government schools, definitely not there.
Okay. So I have just received few questions. I'm just taking it forward. So first question to Hudi says, what are the steps implemented by the government to initiate acceptance of person with disability in society? Like it's a more general, like eta kiba specific initiative or campaign soli ase neki?
Under the Right to Education, Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act, RPD Act 2016, there is section 39 a bikhikke responsibility dise on the state to ensure that there is awareness on rights of people with disabilities at various levels, so that the people are respectful, show them dignity, so that people understand and acknowledge that people with disabilities can also have some kind of potential and abilities, so that these things are recognized. To report different kinds of trainings, sensitizations, orientations, conduct kora responsibility to government of what I say. But how far the conducting of such programs are happening, that's again a different question, because basic one ami janu. In fact, Assam government is the first government across India who has taken up a massive awareness generation program. Kuno other state in Aigwa, where they have engaged basically us, Sishu Sarthi, to be the implementing partner to create mass awareness on the RPD Act, our disabled manor rights ki hoy tar upor awareness create korble. They have engaged us as the implementing partner to conduct awareness programs across the state in the various zones and in the various districts. So this we have been doing. We so far have conducted around 15 programs. Tarpasat, unfortunately, March of everything is stopped and halted now, and then we'll start the programs again. Kuno other state enukwa the state initiative of enukwa one other any other state that Assam has started this, but then small awareness things maje homoy kunba states se loy on particular issues, but no massive awareness steps as such.
Okay. Just Areta question from my side I would like to ask. The point is that we still have few debates about how to call a person with disability, quite differently able. But that debate hasn't been died down. Can you share some light on it? Like maybe in different countries we use the terminology in a very different way.
Okay, that's an interesting question. Nitya, what do you agree on? What do the audience agree on today? Do you think person with disability is a wrong term, and saying that differently able or specially able is a better term? But first I would like to hear what is the multiple views basically.
Like we can do a poll, but when I talk, it's always, maybe it's because of the awareness I have got. It's a person with disability,
Okay.
I don't, that's how I see it. Or differently able, I used it, but I realized that it might be a problematic term in itself. Maybe person who is with disabled, he may not like it, because that's also an acceptance about who you are.
Absolutely, yeah. What you call varied viewpoints. I say, in fact, there are people with disabilities, so-called disability leaders themselves, who are very happy and proud to use the word Divyang, and they're very happy and proud to use the word, differently able and specially able. But that's a small section of people with disability. If you look at the larger and the bigger disability rights movement in the country, everybody is for the term person with disability. The history, I say very quickly, if I go through it, the history is just that over the years, over the centuries, people with disabilities have always been looked upon through a welfare approach, the welfare lunch, the charity approach. Hetu soliye isle. World Wars ahile 1920s, 1930s or chita World War whole. World War hamad suddenly number of people with disabilities both increased. People were bombed. Somebody lost their leg on a landmine. All those things happen. So injuries hua karone bahut disability figures bari gol. So that was the time the medical model came into place. The viewpoint, the human understanding was that ami ekhine disability medically correct kore. So medically mane with special schools, with special therapy, with special medicines, with special inputs, we will correct the disability. That was the viewpoint which lasted for the next 3 or 4 decades. But slowly the understanding came in at the international level that disabled manhor eke human right ase juntu amar ase, people without disability. And for the first time in 1981, United Nations declared korile International Year of the Disabled Person. For the first time internationally dedicated korile aru recognized korile as a disabled manhoro human rights ase. So slowly the concept started changing from medical to the right-based model. This was the seed in 1981. That was a 1982 to 1991, a 10-year period United Nations declared as International Decade of Disabled People. So a 10 বছর little bit of understanding and little bit of what you call group discussions internationally happened, where people started talking about these are us people who have the same human rights that we do. They are not a class apart from us. They are part of the society with the same human rights. Our A2 regionally, like Asia Pacific region has its own convention. Various parts of the world have different conventions. India participated in the Asia Pacific convention, which was in Beijing in 1992. Johor followed 1995 India disability law anile. Kintu finally in the 21st century, United Nations came up with its document on human rights for people with disability, the UNCRPD. 2006 আৰু হেতু আনাৰ ফলত আজি আমাৰ 2016 এখন RPD Act আহিছে আৰু in this transition of the last 20 years, this terminology of person with disability has firmly taken, established its hold on the human rights approach. Etue koise je ami jeta as a person with disability kotha patim, we will first address him as a person. We will acknowledge that he or she is a person with equal human rights that you and I have. Tar pisot, if we need to describe his or her disability, we will do it with dignity. So obviously we'll not call him a lame person, an idiot, or a mad person. We will call him a person with mental illness, person with physical disability, person with hearing impairment. So this is the way to address them. So it is into differently able or specially able terminologies like it is medical approach or homad asile post World War. তাৰ আগতে তো সদায় ফিজিক্যালি চ্যালেঞ্জ বা চ্যালেঞ্জ আছিলে তাৰ পাছত যেতিয়া মেডিকেল এপ্ৰোচ আহিলে স্পেশালি এবল ডিফারেন্টলি এবল টার্মিনোলজিস আহি গল কিন্তু এটা হিউম্যান রাইটস এসপেক্টত কৈছে যে ট্রিট হিম এজ এ পারসন হু ইজ এন ইকুয়াল টু ইউ এন্ড মি So when jita me equal approach by equal opportunity by equal rights team, tita we cannot differentiate the person to be apart from us. We cannot use the word differently able. We cannot use the word specially able. Sabogale all of us are specially able. Kibata bostu moi specially korbo paro, kibata bostu apuni pare, and I may be challenged in some area. Maybe moi guitar bajabo noro. You may be a very good pianist. Somebody may be a very good cook. So it goes on. Our abilities are special and different for each one of us. So not to use this term for people with disabilities. Now coming to this controversial term of Divyang, Divya Ang, it means a divine part. Now this is a term the disability sector in India fails to understand why this term has been come upon. When you're using the word divine part, what does it mean? Divine part, it really does not acknowledge the issues of people with disability. It does not, of course, ensure that they are getting their rights, but then it is what you call an argument from the people in the disability sector where they are saying that you're trying to use such a good rosy word as nice sounding word and trying to absolve yourself of your responsibilities that you need to do to ensure that we get our rights. So just by using a good term, a nice sounding term, by saying we divide just for example, let me tell you, আজি যদি আমি চাহ খাব বিচাৰো অফিসৰ ক্যান্টিনতে গলো চাহ কাপ ললো চাহ কাপৰ দাম হল লাল চাহ কাপৰ দাম 5 টকা গাখীৰ দিয়া চাহ 10 টকা স্পেশাল মছলা চাই 15 টকা so the moment I'm using the word special, am I not paying up more? Is it not more costly? So that is the concept of how we use special, the word special. Can you look at people with disabilities? We are using the word specially able people. Can you, what is so special about them? They are not getting the basic human rights that you and I are getting. They're not even getting that much. So what is special about them? So it is a slap on their face when we use the word specially able people. They are not on equal terms that on you and I, because they are not getting everything like you and I are getting, person without disability. So the disability sector definitely is against the use of the word Divyang. Unfortunately, this is there in our documents. It are on almost all government notifications, gadget. Sobote jot koa ase je disabled manhor kane kiba kibi provision hobo lage, benefits hobo lage, tate sobote Divyang word to use korise, which is very unfortunate. And I'm very happy to say that this is an issue which was brought up before the UN CRPD committee last year, early this year it was raised, and then now UN has in its response written a very strict letter to the government of India saying that why are you continuing with the word Divyang in your documents, in your official documents and policies and schemes, and why this should not be discontinued immediately. So this is the present state of the status of things of what the United Nations has asked the government of India to do. So this is something we are very happy about in the sector, and we hope that the government of India will address this issue. Divyangjan word to gusai dibo very soon.
Okay. That's great. I just want to let you know that people are having a lot of issue with network, so we have like Meenakshi is disconnected, but few of the questions that we definitely want to ask. When you talk about resources but budget allocation or kotha koa jay specific to education,
yes,
what is the scenario with inclusive education, specifically in disability sectors? What is the budget allocation? Is there any way of accessing those information?
As of now, I can't share the figures with you because I'm not aware of it, but definitely, the budget document is a public document. This is an area that we as a sector need to work upon. Even I acknowledge that. I mean, we have not done enough work in that sector. Laheke in the past many years, Laheke gender budgeting or concept to has taken hold. People know now what about gender inclusive budgets. Because agote ki hoy kunba ta sector jita government budget allocate kore, there's no clear demarcation of how much is being spent on men and women. So obviously most of it gets spent on men and women get left out. So it is a gender inclusive budget or kotha koa hoise. People working in the sector, NGOs and other people who are working and promoting gender inclusive budgets, they are laying the emphasis on how adequate amount of allocation should happen for the for both the genders. That is there. So similarly, the disability karne, this is a very new area, disability inclusive budgeting. So disability inclusive budgeting is now slowly, taking hold of its place. Or we are learning as we go along. Kintu ami yar pote khub kaam koribo arambho kora nai. And I admit that this is an area that we all need to work on. Amaro understanding iman wana, we as a sector, we need to build up our understanding and try to understand in depth the budget documents and understand the disability kind of key allocations as in all sectors. Because jita mein mainstream schemes or kotha ko, whether it's a mainstream housing scheme or any other mainstream scholarship scheme, so both a disability, what you call allocation thakibo lagibo.
I get it. I think we have one question like, that person have left because of network issue.
Okay.
Sorry for that. Just another question we have, like parents of children with disability, they may not be comfortable with taking their child to schools. So they might do homeschooling, or they might want to create that school environment in home. So are there any kind of resources ba enuka dhoroner kiba guideline ase neki where they can homeschool their children?
Okay, nai home based education to already SSA under choli asile for the past many years, on paper rather. Implementation effectively eku hua nasile, very sketchy implementation. Kintu itia NEP koise je home based education provision to ami gusai dibo noaro, because there will always be a section of children with disabilities who will have profound disability and severe disability. You cannot bring them from home to school for classes. So obviously that section of children will always need home-based education. So because of which, Jodio disability sector manue bahut oppose korile, saying that home-based education was an eyewash, nothing happened under home-based education, just scrap it from the document. In spite of everything, NEP has retained that thing because it feels that this needs to be worked upon. So under the NEP, what I read was just that now the authorities have been asked to provide detailed guideline on how home-based education can be made, structured and more effective. As of now, obviously, he guidelines can ulwa nai.
Okay, I think Jugamaya Gogoi online ahise. Baido apuni apuna question to khudibo pare. Apuni nijake unmute kori fele khudibo pare.
Unmute button to apni screen or tolat pabo.
Baido apuni ase online?
I think she can't hear us.
Acha, maybe problem. Priyanshu kiba Facebook or question ase?
No, we don't have.
Oh, there's another question we have got, like, do you think a sign language can be as an optional subject in schools?
A subject for all students?
Yeah, as like, they can be a sign specialist, but I think in that mindset they have asked this question.
Okay, so that they can take this as a profession kind of.
Profession.
Yeah. As of now, school curriculum, as far as I am aware, স্কুল কাৰিকুলামত নাই, কিন্তু ইণ্ডিয়ান সাইন লেংগুৱেজৰ ওপৰত ট্ৰেইনিং দিয়া ইনষ্টিটিউটছ আছে, আৰু এইখিনি ট্ৰেইনিং ইনষ্টিটিউটৰ পৰা যদি ট্ৰেইনিংটো পাছ কৰে কোনোবাই, তেতিয়া obviously they can be a certified sign language interpreter and they can take on this role. Or in fact, there's a huge need of more and more people with sign language interpretation skills. In fact, for us, আমাৰ শিশু সাৰথীত আমি যেতিয়া এটা ডাঙৰ প্ৰগ্ৰাম পাতো, ষ্টেট লেভেল প্ৰগ্ৰাম বা ডাঙৰ প্ৰগ্ৰাম, we always try to make sure যে আমি যেতিয়া ডেফ মানুহক ইনভাইট কৰিছো আমাৰ প্ৰগ্ৰামত থাকিব, we have to ensure that meaningless what you call meaningless presence যাতে তেওঁৰ নহয়, we try to provide for a sign language interpretation. Kintu always we come to the shortfall that Guwahatit sign language interpreter ami hoda ejon ba dujone pao, ar jodi kunba ejon school teacher hoy, government junto deaf and dumb school ase tare teacher hoy, tekhete hodai ama cooperate kori hodai amar programot ahe interpret koribo, but যেতিয়া স্কুলত পৰীক্ষা হৈ থাকে he says মই নোৱাৰিম, স্কুলত পৰীক্ষা ডিউটি আছে, তেতিয়া আমাৰ we have no other interpreter, তেতিয়া আমি মেঘালয়ৰ পৰা মাতো, কেতিয়াবা বঙাইগাঁৱৰ পৰা মাতো, কেতিয়াবা আমি ইন্টাৰপ্ৰেটাৰ নাপাওঁ. So very often this is a huge need. এইটো sector যদি মানুহে ট্ৰেইনিং লয়, there's a huge amount of job opportunities. আৰু এতিয়া যোনটো according to the law কৈছে যে every government office in fact should have a sign language interpreter who knows sign language, who can be called upon in times of need. আৰু specifically য'ত আপোনাৰ just যেনেকে লাৰ্জ টিকেটিং এৰিয়া বা পাব্লিক এৰিয়া আছে, যেনেকে ৰেলৱে টিকেট কাউণ্টাৰ, এজন সাইন লেংগুৱেজ ইন্টাৰপ্ৰেটাৰ জানা মানুহ লাগে. So job opportunity is, I think, huge in this area. And as time goes by, I think people will start demanding that why is this facility not there? So it will increase.
Oh, that is a wonderful information. Like, can you tell us where, like, if someone want to specialize in this kind of career, like, where can they go?
I don't know for now for sure, কিন্তু বম্বেত আছে বুলি মই জানো এটা সাইন ল্যাঙ্গুৱেজ ইন্টাৰপ্ৰিটেশ্যনৰ. সো বেসিক্যালি ইটা কি হৈ আছে, I am not very good with this, ইটা কি হৈছে, খাসি people use a different kind of sign language, আমাৰ অসমীয়া আমি sign language বেলেগ ইউজ কৰো, কিন্তু ইণ্ডিয়ান sign language টো অলপ বেলেগ হয়. So অকমান আমাৰ the signs that we use regionally is different from different areas. So কিছুমান ক্ষেত্ৰত দিগদাৰ হয়, but now NEP is saying that all over India only Indian sign language, তেতিয়া obviously it will be more harmonized. এতিয়া আমি অসমত অলপ কিছুমান বেলেগ terminology, I don't know much in detail about this, but I can find the information if somebody is interested. My numbers are with you, Pooja and Meenakshi. So kindly connect me on a later date. I'll try to find out the information. As of now my detailed information to Dibonwari. I don't know much about this.
That is like a very, like, we'll definitely get in touch. In fact, I had this question personally also. Like, people are trying to switch careers, so they want to ask, they want to know what they can do. And I think if sign language jeneke US or Kwajai, a governor, when he speaks on
yes, absolutely.
TV, they have a small box where there's a sign language person doing
in
it.
fact, Pooja, that is the rule now here. আমি যেটা accessibility provision to কৈছো ইয়াতে under this RPD Act, তাতে definitely কোৱা হৈছে যে আমাৰ যিমানখিনি ইনফৰমেশন আছে তাতে accessible হ'ব লাগিব. সো আমি যেটা টিভি চাওঁ, টিভিত এখন সিরিয়াল চাইছো বা কিবা প্ৰগ্ৰাম চাইছো, তাতে সাবটাইটেল থাকিব লাগিব সিরিয়াল বা সিনেমা. কিন্তু নিউজটো যেটা দি থাকে, নিউজটো তো লাইভ হয় নহয়, সো লাইভ নিউজটো সাবটাইটেল দিয়া দিগদাৰ, কাৰণ আগতে প্ৰিপেয়াৰ কৰিব নোৱাৰে. সো লাইভ নিউজত একচুয়ালি যোনটো পিকচাৰ ইন পিকচাৰ বক্স দি পেলাই সাইন ল্যাঙ্গুৱেজ ইন্টাৰপ্ৰিটেশ্যনটো কৰিব লাগে. যেনেকে ফৰ এক্সাম্পল লাষ্ট আপোনাৰ যেটা নেলসন মণ্ডেলা ঢুকাইছিলে, হিজ ফিউনাৰেল যোনটো হেৰি হৈছিলে, মিট হৈছিলে, all the world leaders came over for the funeral meet, Nelson Mandela. তেতিয়া যোনটো world broadcast হৈছিলে on television, that was done in sign language. সাইডত যোন world leaders কৈছিলে, সাইডত sign language interpretation দিছে. That's a very good example. In fact, as per the law, আমি ইন্ডিয়াত আজি এটো কৰিব লাগে. In fact, law came into place in 2017. এতিয়া 3 বছৰ হৈ গ'ল, এতিয়ালৈ like we said, implementation লাহে লাহে হয়. So with time probably we can just hope implementation hope with new provision.
Okay, like we are overshooting time, but we have 2 questions. First, Milin would like to ask a question. Milin, can you come online? Milin.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi there. So it was interesting because I was arguing with what's her name, Meenakshi, because I had said especially able, and she said, no, you do not use specially able. I said in the US you have to use, you cannot say disabled. So I live in the US, last
Okay.
25 years. So I get back and forth. So I have just comment, not a question. As such. So whenever my friends come, whenever my friend came over here, so my sister live in Kahilipara. So it's written big, deaf and dumb school. They were like, oh, and when my brother-in-law go or my sister go or my father went, they all told my friend that, oh, this is the deaf and dumb school. This is the deaf and dumb. And she was like, you don't say deaf and dumb school in the US. You don't say that. You don't
Yeah.
say deaf and dumb.
Right.
So it was a big, huge shock for her that we were saying, oh, there's a deaf and dumb school. For us, it's so casual, like it's a deaf and dumb, you know, and everybody whoever took her that side, repeated that, it was a big eye-opening moment for us. I mean, for her. The other
Yeah.
thing was that in US now I do not know what is it, but 1 year I'm stuck over here, but we were not allowed to use disabled. We were
Okay.
use special need, special need, that person is uh, so I do not know, it confused me when I heard from you, so I'm going to reach out to my friend that what
Uh,
language they are using right now. So,
Basically, person with disability is the right terminology.
okay,
Very often, if you're using it in a sentence repeatedly, every time
sure,
to use the word person with disability, this person with disability, that, person with disability, this, it becomes too much of a mouthful. So
yeah,
sometimes if you're using it in context and, in a very repeated way, you may use disabled person, but generally to say he is disabled, that is derogatory. So that is the understanding of the UNCRPD, that is the UN Convention on Rights of Persons with Disabilities. And though US has not ratified the UN Convention, it is one of the very few countries who has not ratified the UN Convention. But like that, America has not ratified many other conventions, including the UNCRC, that is Child Rights Convention. So, but then America has a very good act, that ADA Act, Americans with Disabilities Act. And this is one of the foremost acts from 1992. It was one of the first countries in the world to come up with a disability law. And I think they have some amazing provisions on accessibility and other things in that other act, the Americans with Disabilities Act.
I
But I'm
think
not,
somebody, sorry,
yeah, but I'm not particularly sure about what you said about the disabled word not being used,
and
Uh,
I'm not so, I mean, I'm not the expert, so I'm going to,
okay.
I know that we use the people with disability.
Okay. I
Um,
just checked with regard to the Kahilipara Deaf and Dumb School. Interesting tidbit here. I was just looking up on the net. It says
yeah,
this government BDS, the whole name is actually a huge mouthful. It's Government Bhauri Devi Sarogi Deaf and Dumb School, Kahilipara, Guwahati. So it's Government BDS Deaf and Dumb School. Here on the net, it says it was established in 1967, way back when our concept on rights has not been established. So deaf
yeah,
and dumb, I guess, was okay then. But
yeah,
now this is already in the radar of the government. This is a to-do
okay,
for the government for the last two years. That is inside
okay.
information which I know. They are in the process of changing the name of the school to Government BDS School for the Hearing Impaired or something like that. So they're in the
Good, good.
process of doing it,
Because
but
yeah,
it's not being done as yet. Yeah.
and I think the name must have, the sign may be removed. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't noticed it right now.
Yeah.
Previously, it was like in a big bold letter saying this.
I
Deaf
think
and
it's
dumb.
still there. Yeah.
Or is that?
I think so. Yeah.
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 So yeah, so behind the other question I have or comment I have was, my aunt, she is, she has physical problems. She never went to school. She crawled first 11 years of her life. She had, you know, many times broken, legs and stuff like that. She never got married. She's now almost 70 years old. And my father really pushed her to study, and she studied homeschool. And then she did graduated finally, and she had worked as a clerk. And it has been really bad. I really feel bad for her. Right? I mean, she's independent. She live in a low income housing.
She has physical disability,
Yes,
physical
she cannot get.
issues of.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. And she's almost 70 now. And for
Okay.
last 5 years, she's in one room. She cannot get out. And she's
Okay.
smart. She has always like chillo pillow, lots of people around her, and she get her hair colored or
Yeah.
get her
Okay.
nails done and all that. And she's always a inspiration because now she's of course a little bit depressed because she's getting older and she's scared and all that stuff. But previously, first thing as soon as I used to come to Assam, I used to always go to her because she was never a victim. She was always like, positive attitude. And she had done quite a lot, though she never
Yeah.
went to school and she's almost 70 years old. And now she's in one room for last 6 years. Can you imagine that? Um, but I can see that there's hardly anything. I feel very guilty. I cannot even go there now, um, all the high risk. I also help asthma and all that stuff. But it really feel bad. So I also wanted to, that's some area that eventually I would love to work on. And I have another person from New York who is really want to help. She's from Assam. And her main purpose in life is to work on disability and also work on animal welfare. So we have been working on animal welfare side. So my question to you is that do you suggest any organization in Assam doing good work for people with disability?
There are many of us doing good work. I don't think I'll be bragging if I say Sishu Sarati is a premier organization in this regard. It's the organization for which I have worked for the last over 10 years. It is now a 33-year organization, but there are others too, which have their own area of expertise. One organization working on issues of mental illness, and so on and so forth. But having said that, we are a very small group of NGOs, just a handful. We need more and more, social sector organizations to come up working on disabilities, or rather, mainstream NGOs which are working on gender, which are working on elderly people, which are working on children generally, to include issues of children with disability, elderlies with disability, women with disability in their own respective areas. So that would be great, actually. It's not always about making it disability separately, but the emphasis should be rather include disability in whatever is mainstream already. So if you have a kind of a vocational training for, say, mushroom cultivation in a village, why not include people with disabilities, to get trained there,
Sure.
so that they can get local employment. So the emphasis
Sure.
should be rather inclusion of disability in whatever is mainstream, and not just make it always, disability aside and keep it aside. Now, with regard to your aunt, does she have a full-time caregiver with her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
but
if you can
yeah.
at least make if it can be ensured that her room is accessible, that there's no level differences, she can come out to the other parts of a building, or even come out of the building if there's a small ramp at the entrance stairs, if it's a ground floor apartment. She can have some more mobility with a caregiver who can take her around for an evening walk, or rather ride on the wheelchair. That kind of things can be looked into, for her.
One day I will introduce you to her, and I'm sure you will love to talk. I will get your numbers and all that. So is this Sishu Sarati the one in Rehabari where you can do adoption?
No, we are not in Rehabari, but we are close to Rehabari. We are in Birubari, and we do not do adoption. So that is Sishu Griha. The one you're talking about adoption is Sishu Griha, which is just a stone's throw away from my organization. I think we are about 100 meters away, apart, both the organizations.
Yeah, like we'll definitely get in touch. I think we have overshadowed
Pooja,
our
please,
time.
Pooja, please feel free to share my number with
Yeah,
anybody
I'll
who's interested for
share
further.
it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and in fact, we'll make a point, like we'll get in touch and know the resources which people can access and put up in a form of newsletter, or we can put up in public forum, which will help others. So thank you, Ambalika Ba, for making time for today. And I think it has been one of the most enriching discussion that we are able to bring it forward. And I hope that we can reach it to a bigger platform. And we'll definitely get in touch, and hopefully, like the new NEP that is being that is going to be implemented will be more inclusive in nature, that CWD children are not deprived of the opportunities which they have the right to. So I think that is very important in today's time. And thank you so much once again for everyone who is present in Zoom and Facebook. And we'll definitely get in touch with more resource information, which we'll share it in coming days. Thank you so much.
Thank you to the
Thank you.
Anna Jory team for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.